What's going on? TK with Master Wealth Builders LLC. And you know what? I've been talking to you guys for a long time about putting money in places other than the stock market, really taking advantage of off-market investing. A lot of people live check to check, so they don't care about that. So I talked to you about protecting your family. I talked to you about making sure that your loved ones are protected, giving yourself a peace of mind that comes with living benefits, which just means if something happens to you, you have someone on your side to help you financially. I talked about a lot of things that I thought made sense. And realistically, the black community is predicted to be a third world country very soon, because the economic disparity in the black community is so bad that we keep moving backwards. It might as well be 1950, because the mentality and the sentiment of the people that existed in 1950 still exist, and they're still alive today. So some of them may have evolved, but the majority of them still have the same sentiment that they had in 1950, when it was perfectly legal for the Southern ways, Jim Crow, and all of the Southern ways. So for the black community to promote negativity, to not seek information, because this is the 21st century where technically if you wanted to learn something, you can. If you sought after progress, it is available to you. I want to learn how to, and no one can stop you from learning, right? You can read a book. You can go directly to the source. I mean, there's so many different options in terms of how do I infuse myself with economic choices that go beyond mediocrity. What do I need to do to, redirect some of the funds that I have, because I don't make a lot of money? So let me take the $10 a day I spend on Starbucks and redirect that into a IUL, so that my family has a secure future, and I make that an important thing in my life. Let me hustle. Let me go out here, as I said to you before, and do $100 a day in Lyft. 4 hours driving, $100 a day, and boom, redirect the Lyft money into an IUL, so that my family has a secure future, so that I have living benefits, so that I can become my own bank, so that I can build a cash value within a life insurance policy. All of these things make economic sense, but the community that looks like me don't do things that make economic sense. We just promote negativity. We spend money on $50,000 nights in the club and $12,000 or $1,200 bottles in the club. We do things that makes no economic sense. I said, hey, listen, that bottle that you brought in the club is the annual premium for your child's IUL, which can help them with a college fund, can help them with retirement, can secure your future. I told you 100 times to take your money and put it into a policy, put the policy into a trust, and then secure your family's future, because now you instantly have an asset because of the trust and because of the policy that's in the trust. But none of those things make sense. No one fucking listens, and everybody out here is just on bullshit when it comes to our economic empowerment. So we complain about no opportunity and complain about not having enough money, when it's you not having enough fucking common sense to actually make a difference in your own life. Because like I said, anybody can learn. Anybody can study and read if you had the will, the desire, and the know-how to go find the right book, or find the right person, the right mentor, the right guidance. So it's very frustrating to see the new statistics that the black family is worth $17,000 and white families are worth $171,000. And I think it's only going to get worse because our behavior is so counterproductive to financial empowerment that we as a community will continue to get worse until somebody decides to individually wake up. Because collectively, we can't wake up the black community. But individually, you can wake up and make a different decision and say, you know what, enough's enough. I'm going to change my financial future. I'm going to redirect some funds. I'm going to get a family trust. I'm going to get an IUL. I'm going to get a annuity, because these things are not tied to the stock market, and market fluctuation will never affect you. So it's always historically been the safest investment vehicle for long-term success. Because again, you have someone on your side, you have tax advantages, you have ability to build cash over time, you have ability to borrow against that cash. So these are strategies. And these are strategies that historically the super rich have always used as a back pocket play. They've always used these strategies as a back pocket play. You can look it up for yourself if you take the time to read and study. But I'm encouraging you guys to do something different, because that's the reason why I got into the game. I got into the game to try to give people options, to help you, to actually inspire you, to actually expose you to some information that maybe you never have heard of. So, hey, you never heard of an IUL. Read about it. Google it. Make some economic decisions that could change your life. That's the key. The key is you taking the time to do some things that make sense. Do some things that make sense. And me talking about it doesn't seem to inspire any of you guys to act. Like, hey, use the link in my bio, schedule a consultation. Let me expose you to these principles and these tactics. Let me show you an illustration of what this looks like. Let me give you the opportunity to make a change in your financial future. And what do you guys do? You see the statistics, you make the decision, you decide what's going to be best for your financial future, but complaining, talking about why is not, that's not it. That's not changing anything. Everyone else is getting ahead except for people that look like me.